Do you find yourself getting lost in the OET listening paper? In this video, we'll show you how to keep your place in the listening. Hello, I'm Jo from SLC, here to help you pass your OET exam. In today's video, we're going to look at keeping up with the speaker in the OET listening paper. We will look at keeping your place in listening A and also in listening C. All the materials from today's video come from our online course Reach OET B. You can find more details out on our website, link below. Let's get started. So how can you keep your place in the listening? First of all, let's take a look at some of the challenges and considerations for the listening paper. Paraphrasing is used throughout listening A. The words that are written in the question paper will not be the same words used in the audio. The word order used in the audio is also often different to the order of the words in the question paper. And the audio you hear will be natural speech and speed. Before the audio starts for listening A, you have 30 seconds to read the notes. As well as scanning and skimming the questions to predict what information you are listening for, it is really important to look at the headings that are used in the question paper. These will help you understand the structure of the conversation and help you to move forward with the audio as you listen. So let's have a look at this in practice. Listen to this extract from the first part and listen for a link to gynecological history and any synonyms or paraphrases that are used.
Okay, Beatrice. From what you've told me, you have a fairly long history of relatively painful period pain, which you could always manage with over-the-counter painkillers. Is that right?
Yes, I've always had painful periods, but they were manageable. Occasionally, I'd spend the day in bed with a hot water bottle and some painkillers, very occasionally. Lately, it's got much worse.
We can see from the heading, Past Gynecological History, the link with the audio, which says, a fairly long history of relatively painful period pain, which links into the information we have here with paraphrased dysmenorrhea long term. Another example of paraphrasing is manageable in the audio, which links to managed in the notes and also signals that the answer is coming. We can see the link between hot water bottle and heat, even though the word order is different. And from here, we know that the answer is painkillers. In the next part of the audio, we can see that the gynecologist's questions guides us to the next section of the notes with, could you tell me what the pain's like now? The patient then signals with, I used to get. So we can see that the answer is cramping. And this is confirmed in the paraphrasing of occasional sharp pain with odd sharp pain. Excruciating is then used to signal a stabbing pain, like a knife going into my insides. The next piece of information does not have a gap to be completed, but it is important information which will guide us to the next answer. This is paraphrased with, I still get the cramping pain as well, only worse than before, and then talks directly about the shooting pains. The gynecologist's next question then tells us that the answer to the final part is coming up. Let's take a listen to this extract now.
I see. Could you tell me what the pain's like now?
Well, before I used to get a bit of cramping with the odd sharp pain. During the last few periods, I've been getting the most excruciating pain, a stabbing pain, like a knife going into my insides. I still get the cramping pain as well, only worse than before. Sometimes I get shooting pains down the back of my legs as well, a bit like an electric shock.
What about back pain?
So what about listening C? In this part of the listening paper, you might hear an interview or a presentation. Let's look at interviews first. The interviewer will ask 6 questions about different aspects of the topic. By doing this, they provide structure to the interview and prepare you to listen to a section of the audio. The interviewer's questions will also give you cues about what you should expect to hear. So let's have a look at some examples. The interviewer may ask a question which provides a cue about the next piece of information which the listener will hear. For example, what are your thoughts about the impact of occupational therapists' work? Or they may ask a question to have information clarified or perhaps to challenge the speaker. For example, when you say urgent, do you mean that there are plans to implement the changes? The question may also guide the interview by rephrasing something which the interviewee has just said. So, to act on the findings of the study, during a presentation, you will listen to the background of the presentation as well as the speaker's attitude and opinions towards aspects of the topic. As there will only be one person speaking, you will need to listen for signposting for cues to help you keep your place. Signposting is language that the speaker uses to signal the direction that the speaker is going to take. Here we have some examples of common signposting. Another notable finding of the study. Now I'd like to talk about the aims of the study. Moving forward, if we look at a case study of a patient named Julia, and linkers are used throughout talks and can often signal that there is a contrast in information. For example, despite, however, although. You will be using the 90 seconds you have before the audio starts to implement your exam strategies. Underlining keywords in the questions is one of these strategies, but it also helps you to know what is coming in the audio to help you keep your place. If you do lose your place while listening, knowing what to expect by using the questions can help you get back on track. Let's take a closer look. Here we can see that the key word in the question is unexpected, so we need to listen out for links to this. Let's listen.
Today I'm going to talk about rosacea, in particular about a complication of the disease which affects the eyes called ocular rosacea. Rosacea is a commonly occurring skin disease with no known cause, although fair-skinned people are more likely to develop the disease between their 40s and 60s, and it tends to run in families. Curiously, despite affecting twice as many females as males, the condition is often more severe in the male population.
Both option A and option B are mentioned in the audio, but there is no link to what Cynthia finds unexpected. Then Cynthia says, curiously, signalling that the answer may be coming, and here we can see that the answer is C. If we look at the next question, we need to listen for signals to what Cynthia suggests about optometrists. Here we can see that Cynthia introduces it with "we as optometrists," followed by "the first healthcare professionals consulted about the condition," linking to the paraphrase option of A, of initial point of contact for patients. Option B is not mentioned, as there is no link in the text to optometrists being best placed, and it talks about the advice that they give rather than optometrists having the expertise to manage the condition. So we know that option C is incorrect. Let's take a listen to the full extract now and listen out for the link to the question when she says, "we as optometrists."
The eye symptoms may explain why we, as optometrists, are often the first healthcare professionals consulted about the condition. Optometrists advise patients about the management of eye irritation, prescribe eye lubricants, and advise on eye hygiene. Any escalation in symptoms is referred to an ophthalmologist.
During your self-study, you can practice using free resources available online. For listening A, listen to consultations, for example, the CSA videos on YouTube, and notice the questions the doctor uses to guide the consultation. And for longer talks, like listening C, make a note of any expressions the speaker uses to organize their speech. For example, first of all, moving on to. Top tips for keeping your place in the listening paper. Preparation time. Use your time effectively to understand the structure of the conversation and to help keep your place during the audio. Stay focused. It can be easy to lose focus if you have missed an answer, But by letting your mind chase the missed answer, you won't hear what is being said and may miss more answers. Use the questions on the paper to help you get back on track if you get lost. Common signposting. In preparation for your exam, become familiar with signposting language so you know what to listen for in the exam. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell so you're notified every time we post a new video. We've got loads of great videos that can help you with your studies. And if you're preparing for your OET exam, look at our website. We've got loads of courses that can help you pass your exam. Link below. See you next week. Bye. Do you find yourself getting lost in the OET listening paper? We will look at, don't know. All the materials from today's video come from our digital course, Reach OET B. Have a look at our website. I paused, how annoying. Hello, I'm Jo from Ethel. We will look at keeping your place in listening A and keeping your place in, I did it again, I repeated it. In this part, you may hear an interview or a presentation. Let's take a look at, if you're preparing for your OET exam, we've got loads of preparation courses that can help you pass your exam. I don't like any of that. If you're preparing for your exam, check out our website. We've got lots of courses that can help you with your studies. Don't forget to check out our website. I've already said don't forget. If you're preparing for your OET exam, don't forget. Oh, thank God. Okay, I'm gonna just